it's Marty Millner with Coldwell Banker Hearthside Realtors in beautiful Newtown, Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching another of my video blogs. Today, we're going to learn in a relatively short period of time everything we can possibly learn about title insurance. And I'm honored to have Robin Mancuso of Cross Keys Title and Abstracts, the title company that I work with. They do an absolutely phenomenal job. Best title company I've ever worked with. But again, today we're going to learn about title insurance. So Robin, thank you very much for helping me with this little project. I appreciate your being here. So there's a lot of confusion right now about title insurance. I have a lot of buyers that get a letter in the very beginning of a transaction specifically mentioning title insurance. In fact, paragraph 17B of the Pennsylvania Agreement of Sale refers specifically to owner title policies, lender policies, standard policies, and enhanced policies. So my first question is, what is title insurance?
So title insurance, to be really simple, is the only insurance that starts from the day you purchase your home and goes backwards. Unlike homeowners insurance, which is the day you purchase your home and goes forward. Mm-hmm. So it protects anything that happened from previous owners.
Okay. In terms of what? Like, can you?
So a couple things. There could be fraudulent deeds. Mm-hmm. There could be outstanding mortgages or liens on the property. Mm-hmm. You want to make sure that when you purchase your property, it's free and clear of all debts, liens, prior owners. So that's what title insurance does. It protects your interest. Okay.
Potentially somebody, crazy example, maybe a divorced couple, somebody appears years later and says, I had a claim to the title, wasn't paid at settlement. Is that a title claim?
That is. They could say that they had their girlfriend. One quick example, we had a husband and a girlfriend show up at the settlement table, and she posed as the wife. And that was a claim when the wife came in days later and said, that wasn't me who signed it. Mm-hmm. So now, of course, when you go to settlement, you are required to provide proof of identification when you come, such as a passport. Okay. So in this paragraph that I mentioned, they specifically refer to an owner's policy. They recommend in the agreement of sale that the buyer obtain an owner's policy that's different from the lender's policy. Can you explain the difference? So there's two different policies. The owner's policy is based off the sale price of your home. Okay. The lender's policy is based off the loan amount. Mm-hmm. So if you are purchasing a home for, let's say, $500,000, the owner's policy would cover you for any claims up to $500,000. Okay. The lender's policy, if your mortgage was $250,000, is covering the lender only for $250,000. So if you chose not to get owner's insurance and there was a claim, the only person that is protected in that would be the mortgage company, because they are required to have a lender's policy when giving you a mortgage.
Right, so you can't get a mortgage without a lender's policy.
Exactly.
And the lender, as we all know, generally is only interested in protecting their investment in the property.
Exactly.
Makes sense. So how about, again, referring to this clause, which is relatively new, they mentioned, it is mentioned to an enhanced policy as opposed to a standard policy. So again, another question that comes up, what do you get by buying the enhanced policy, and is the enhanced policy just for the owner, not the lender?
That is correct. Okay. So the enhanced policy is for the owner. The enhanced policy is usually 10% more of what the title insurance rate is, based off the owner's policy, and that covers anything in the future. Mm-hmm. So where title insurance, the basic title insurance covers past issues, enhanced covers future issues, such as encumbrances, zoning and building permits, if your fence happens to be on a neighbor's encroachments on a neighbor's property and you weren't aware of that when you purchased the property. Interesting. So that's future claims.
Right, and that's what you get when you buy the enhanced policy.
When you buy the enhanced. Covers so much more.
Right.
So, yeah.
What's, I wanted to address the cost question. Mm-hmm. How do you determine the price of title insurance?
Okay, so title insurance is Pennsylvania regulated. So title insurance, if you called me or any other title insurance company, we would all be exactly the same. Okay. And it's based off, like I said, the Pennsylvania Department of Insurance. And there are also pass-through fees that we're allowed to charge. So I can't charge for an overnight courier fee and pad it by $5 or $10. it has to be whatever the overnight fee actually is.
Okay.
So those fees are all regulated. So the only thing that sets me apart from any other title company would be our customer service.
Which is great, as I said in the beginning. So, and as far as the, is that true also, the difference between like the standard policy and the enhanced policy? Is that also regulated?
It's absolutely regulated, and the most the enhanced policy is 10% off of the standard policy. So if you want the regular standard policy and you decide to upgrade, it's 10% more.
10% more. Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay. Just curious, this is a tough question, but do you have any like crazy title claims experiences that you've had in the years you've been doing this?
In the 18 years that I've owned Cross Keys Abstract and Assurance, I haven't had any claims.
Okay.
So that in itself says a lot. However, every class I go to, they always tell you about the crazy claims. They always tell you about what happened. And one was the divorced couple where the girlfriend showed up. One was a missing heir. So somebody signed off on a deed. Somebody was deceased. It was the estate, and they found out that it was a brother and sister who actually own the property, not just the brother. So those type of situations occur.
Yeah,
sure.
one of the things that I always, mention to the buyers that I work with is that title claims are rare, it seems. They don't happen a lot. But from my understanding, when they do happen, they're very, very expensive to defend, and they're not, as an owner at that point, not something that you want to be involved with in attempting to try and fund your defense yourself. So certainly makes sense, in my opinion, not only obviously to have the the owner's policy, but also enhanced policy so that you get as much protection as possible. And the other point is that you only pay title insurance at the time you buy the house or refinance. But if you don't refinance, it's a one-time charge that you're not going to have to incur again. That is correct, I presume.
That is correct, and it's the life that you own the property.
Okay.
So yep, so it's a one-time fee. It's the best investment that you can make when you're purchasing your home.
Okay, great. Any other comments, thoughts?
The only thing I could say is, as far as claims are common. It just all depends what title company that you're going to and how much research they're doing. So we have searchers in the courthouses that take the property address, take the parcel number, take the buyer's name and the seller's name, and they search. They search it for up to 40 years back.
Okay.
And they go through the whole chain of title. They want to make sure that their I's are dotted and their T's are crossed. I will tell you, there have been plenty of closings that we chose not to close on. We have recommended for the buyer not to go ahead and purchase. And that's a loss to me. Financially, that's a loss to the realtor financially. But in the end, we're protecting the buyer because we don't feel comfortable saying, purchase the home, but there could be a potential claim on there. So there are claims. I personally don't have the claims because I'd rather tell a buyer not to go through with the transaction.
Yeah, I totally agree and appreciate that, because that's what I would want, for any buyer that I represent. So, Robin, thanks again for taking the time to do this with me and help with this project. I really, really appreciate it. For those watching, I hope you found this meaningful and educational. I appreciate your time watching. You can always reach me at 215-519-1399. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, marty@martinmillner.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.